I want to talk about a movie. I watched a movie last night. Actually, it took a couple of goes to get through the whole movie. I started it. I think I started it late the night before or something, and the thing is, it's called Mountainhead. So it's on HBO Max. It was released about a month ago. This is June now, and it is written and directed by Jesse Armstrong, who was responsible for Succession. Some of us have watched Succession, the one about the mogul that was very much a family drama, very much like Fox, like the Murdochs. So this one is about the people in power and control of communication as well, but in a even more sinister and it has a kind of science fiction feel, or at least next year science fiction sort of feel, because well, maybe these things are already now. But anyway, what it is, it's and why it is irritating and why it took me two goes is because it's about these horrible assholes, these terrible, power hungry, collegiate types, genius tech guys. And so, like your Elon Musk and your Peter Thiel and, these type of characters are really what we're seeing in this particular drama. Now, what goes on is they all go to this mountainside retreat, very isolated. It's one of the guys, house, his castle on the mountain. It's snowy. It's winter. This is a fantastic home with a bowling alley and all these windows looking out over the mountain, and it's just a rich guy's house, a nouveau mansion built up on the mountain somewhere. I don't know what they used for the location, but it was impressive. But it's kind of a one location, and it's all winter. This takes place over this weekend. So what happened is these four guys gather to have their kind of weekend poker parties, guy stuff. So they're going to have their poker parties. They're going to talk about business. They razz each other a good deal. They use a sort of a term for Brewster or Booster, or I don't know, some sort of slang that they use for the way they tease each other. That it's all good nature and all in fun the way they tease each other. But it does get a little sharper at certain times because there are conflicts within them. But so there's one guy who, his personality. When I started watching, I said I started watching it one night, and I said, I don't want to hang out with these guys. So it's a kind of movie where everybody is horrible in it, but it's worthwhile hanging with these horrible guys to find out what is going on in this drama. And they are quite clearly shown to be the most utmost sort of horrible that they could possibly be, really, in a really global kind of way. So one of them is what is it called, Venice, Venis. Is one particular guy is particularly jerky, and actually, I think it was him that kind of put me off to the whole thing. When I turned it off the first time, but then I went back to it. And I said, I don't know, there's something going on here. I think I want to find out what it is, and it was worth hanging in on because. It is a really kind of interesting drama, and I think in HBO, when I'll look at the HBO page here, I think they call it a drama comedy or something. Comedy drama. They it wasn't really funny at all. It wasn't, I don't know how they got the comedy part, and sort of mislabeling this. It's maybe dark, has a little bit of dark humor in it and stuff like that. Comedy, no, I think we could just call it a drama. So it's all these dudes, and one of them, they're all checking their phones all the time because there's all this stuff going on in the world that they're in control of, whatever, and so forth. So the Venice guy is has created some kind of program that is really deep faking the world, and he is deliberately causing chaos in order to bring a disruption to what is, in order to for us to go well to the next level, to the transhuman state of what he envisions with his tech utopia. And everybody's going to be happy. There's going to be billions of happy people due to the wonders of AI. Oh, everybody's going to be they're going to get this singularity. They're going to be uploaded. Steve Carell is a character in it, one of the actors, and his character is a little older than the others, and he has cancer. So at one point he sliders up to Venice, and he says, "So when do you think we're going to be ready to upload?" He wants to live. He wants to live forever in the singularity. He doesn't want to miss out. He doesn't want to die before the singularity. So he's hoping, 5 years or something, that's going to happen. He's going to survive. So that's his angle for pushing all this, and the others have their own, their power games. They want to take over everything, and they're splitting up the world. Like one of the guys owns a house. He suddenly has Argentina, so he's suddenly the leader of Argentina because of all the disruption. What's going on is they're making deep fake movies and so forth that blames one side on the other side for a conflict, then causing all this killing and fires and rioting and social disruption to occur because of their phony things that they're doing intentionally to cause this kind of disruption. They are merchants of chaos, and they intend to come and pick up the pieces after that. So it's things that are really kind of looming in our world. In our real world, in this little drama. It doesn't have any, we don't go to any of these places. We see them looking at their phone, and like fires going on, whatever. But nothing is really out from the house. We're always in the house with the guys. So there becomes a real interpersonal drama in that the younger guy, the youngest of the guys, he seems to have some sort of a software that with the Venice guy, they can somehow work together, or this other guy's software can detect what is fake and help people that way or something. So he's looking at all these things going on, and all they're talking about it, and he's going, maybe we should slow down, not really do this sort of thing. I mean, he seems to have a tad of human empathy for a good part of the move, the thing there. He seems to be the youngest guy, and he's like, okay, but and ultimately they see him as an enemy of progress. They see him as someone who's going to to their dilemma is that they see he's going to stop progress and stop millions of people, billions of people, from living in bliss one day after they do all the disruption and horror they're perpetrating on the now. And so he becomes, in their eyes and the three of the others, the enemy, and they begin to plot against him. So that's kind of the element that brings sort of the melodrama, and a little bit of action into the thing, and it gets resolved in some kind of way. But ultimately, oh, they're all in it together, and it's all just a game, and it's all buddy buddy, and they have little cook-a-doodle, little things they do, and they write their wealth on their chests and so forth. It's all really very sick. And there's a scene where one of the guys, the Venice guy, what is his name anyway? Let's see. Let me look at that character's name. I don't know what I'm saying it right. Venis, Venice. Okay. So he is. At one point, we look out the window with the other three of them, or two of them, whatever, at him with a woman down out on the parking lot. A woman has come to visit, and with a baby, and he's kind of with the baby, and he's talking to the baby, and talking about he's doing all this for the baby and so forth, and he kind of has this sort of a little scraps of humanity appearing within him because of the baby, but that doesn't change anything else that's going on. He continues to be the murderous guy that's in need of dominating everything. And there's a lot of negative reviews on IMDb. I think one of the reasons is that it's not a comedy, and these guys are assholes. They're hard to spend whatever, an hour or 50 minutes with, and but ultimately, it's a really interesting sort of moral tale of these people, and you're hanging out with the scum of the earth, the crap of the earth, the elites of a certain type. They're kind of idiots, and although they think they're geniuses and they think they have the new plan and everything is going to be great, and it's what it is. So Mountainhead, it's called Mountainhead, and I think, Mountainhead, it's a little like Fountainhead, isn't it? And it does really have that sort of Ayn Rand resonance to it. These are the Ayn Randian. What was the guy in the Fountainhead? Rourke or something? The builder, the architect. Well, these guys are that type of guy. They're going to be the great leader. They're going to be the mover and the shaker. Oh, the artist. They're going to be the artists that designed all this. This code to make all these things happen, and that's what they're doing. And I think that the Mountainhead, at least to me, I think that was intentional to have it related to Fountainhead and Ayn Rand like that, because it's very much these kind of objectivists, as that was Ayn Rand's philosophy, and these shitheads that think they are brainheads, and think they have the hope for humanity, with everybody being some kind of cyber identity or whatever, and living in some kind of bliss forever. Doing what? I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. So I would recommend watching Mountainhead, and you're going to hang out with foolish assholes, but I think it's kind of worth the ride for the example of what they are, and the example of what people like that are in the real world. So I liked it.